Okay. Hey, hi, how you doing? Um, in the last reading, I ended. Oh God, I feel like I gotta sneeze. Ugh. Okay. In the last reading, I, for some reason, was drawn to get these cards, and then no, it's a separate reading. So here we are with a separate reading. The Queen of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Chariot, and the Tower. This was giving relationship energy coming through, whereas I didn't really feel that with the rest of the reading. It seemed like a separate energy was wanting to come through, so here we are. um Queen of Swords is turning her back on the, I'm getting an indecision, okay, someone not being able to make a decision, but we will clarify more. The Chariot, like someone not taking control, that was being brought up in the other reading, not taking control possibly. um but it's leading to a tower. It's leading to, karmic justice being done in a situation. Like, a situation will be made right. Trust and believe. A situation will be made right one way or another. That was coming through, and you might not be able to see how exactly it's going to be made right. Um, but I'm hearing like that's not for you to figure out. That is for you. There's a faith thing going on here. I'm getting chills. I'm being drawn to the green on her robe there, or a cape or something like that. It looks more like a cape the way that it's on. But just the green. And there is a crystal there. This is a crystal deck, but I'm not sure what crystal that is. It's green. It doesn't. I'm not really sure, and I don't know where the book is or anything. This looks like clear quartz. That looks like sodalite or something. So I'm not sure what that is. Possibly aventurine. Um, but something with that green. Um, heart chakra. Heart chakra stuff. The heart's desires. Okay, that was coming through again in the other, but that reading was so long. I just needed to break it up. So here we are. Show me something on this Two of Swords. The strength. There was a strength needed when it came to making a decision. A choice there. The lovers a lot of times is with a choice. There was a choice. It's like you had to force yourself to make the right choice, I'm hearing. Or someone forced your hand. Someone forced your hand. There was nothing else you could do. I don't even know what this is, but I want to hold it. um Someone forced your hand. You had no options. Someone left you no options. Or it could be with a job. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be with a family member, a friend. Um, yeah, just take it how it resonates, right? Um, Someone left you absolutely no choice, and this is a lot about choices. The Chariot, the two, sphinxes. Is that what those are, or whatever? Um, you know, being in alignment, having, that's like the yin and the yang, and having the two energies merging and going in one direction, not, feeling out of control, not reining in, right? Um, the the light and the shadow not being merged. With the Two of Swords, again, split energy. The lovers, split energy. She's opening something. I don't know. It's just like forcing yourself to go a certain route. What's underneath the lovers? The Page of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Someone have something to say. The Page of Swords could be some sort of like incoming message. We're seeing what looks to be a rose quartz or just the pink in general. Is, could it be a message of, admiration or something coming through? Nine of Pentacles. With the Eight of Wands, yeah, again, like communication coming through. We have that Three of Cups, wanting to celebrate with the Nine of Wands. All right, hold on. What else do we want to see here with the Chariot? What's going on with the Chariot? The Page of Cups. Again, like some sort of offer. This is kind of a lot. The Nine of Wands there, though, and the Moon, again. Fighting through the unseen. Fighting through, too, with the spiritual warfare coming through with the Moon. It's stuff that you can't exactly physically see. You can't exactly see it like the wind, right? You can't touch it. But it's there. The psychic attacks kind of thing coming through. Okay, someone pushing negative energy towards you. But that's something that you need to examine in the same sense. Okay, that's something that you have to examine, not just thinking that everyone is out to get you. Okay. Careful. Careful now. Okay. The Page of Cups, though, again, it's a lot of offers, the talking, wanting to say something, possibly an apology, someone wanting to apologize for something. We have the Nine of Cups. I feel like you had to go on with your merry way, and like you were left no choice. Like you had to distance yourself from a certain situation. Again, take it how it resonates with family, friend, workplace, your neighbor. I don't know. You had to distance yourself because you knew maybe you deserved more. Okay. And I have to work on that for myself too, because that felt harsh even for me to be like, ooh, I deserve this, but there has to be a certain level of, I deserve better than that, like I don't know, you have to know your worth kind of thing. You knowing your worth. So you knew your worth and you turned your back on a certain situation. Because you are Nine of Cups. You are Empress energy. The only thing that really I think would stop you from being like fully Empress is like not having that partner, that divine, that yin to your yang kind of thing. You can have that within yourself, and I feel that is depicted within the different queens and even the Nine of Cups energy kind of thing. What you would say, I've heard it called the bootleg Empress energy, okay? But actually having that partner, and vice versa for the Emperor, right? Just, we all have those energies within us again, but having that partnership there. Because you do need that, I don't know. I think it's important to have that, to have someone else's discernment where you may lack certain discernments or whatever. It's a helping, leaning on each other, but in a healthy way, picking up where the other slacks or whatever, knowing each other's strengths and weaknesses and things like that. Oh, I'm tired. I am tired. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I'm tired. Maybe this is something that you have fought for. I don't know. I think that you probably have this grasp already, that you know your worth. and maybe someone now recognizes your worth a little bit more. Maybe they're wanting to, I'm hearing conjure up an offering, or conjure up an apology, or something like that. You know, whether you accept it or not, that's totally on you. And everyone has free will, so this person might not even follow through with it. They might be sitting in the energy and might not actually go forward with, you know, the apology that they owe you. I think someone does owe you an apology. Maybe how they came at you, not knowing exactly, not having control over something in their life, and pushed you away, I think. Or what happened there? We have the sun, okay? The sun, light was shown on the situation. We have the Ten of Swords. Again, like, you know, putting an end to something. An end to the... Maybe there were mind games going on. Because I know in the last reading with the cordyceps, what was it? The intentionally obtuse. Intentionally playing with your feelings. Intentionally being an a-hole. Intentionally not considering your feelings. Intentionally, I don't know, maybe I'm getting to, like, even like showed somebody off, like was showing somebody off in front of you, kind of thing. There's that coming through. Like, look what I have, you didn't get this, kind of. I don't know. Again, and that can be in any capacity. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, okay? A partner or whatever. I don't know. Like, someone just tried to do something that was... Maybe they were inadvertently hurting you. Maybe they didn't really realize how much that they were hurting you. How wrong they were about something. And now they're seeing it differently with the sun and the Nine of Cups energy and the Nine of Wands. 7, 8, 9, 10. The throat chakra crap. Romance angels. For those where it's in a romance thing, let's see. What do you want the ones to know when it comes to that? Wedding. The situation involves marriage, whatever that means for you. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Again, somebody didn't have control over a certain situation. Maybe they didn't have, you know, even with a job, maybe they didn't have control over finances within a job, and something was happening there. But again, with the relationships stuff, okay, romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. That's with the relationship stuff. Give me some more on the situations. Give me something on this Tower. What is the Tower dealing with? Let's just get into it. I feel like I'm tiptoeing, and I feel like I need to be a little bit more aggressive with this energy here. And it's almost like the sun shining light on a situation here. It's like, okay, what did this person really do? What was this person's true intentions the entire time? On the table, offer, proposal, and commitment. Again, with the wedding kind of thing coming through, right? What was this person's intentions the whole time? What were their intentions? Or did something happen where they realized, ooh, you can't play that one? that's not one to play. You gotta treat that one differently or something of that nature, okay? But yeah, on the table, like a change of heart, a change of something, even again with a job, rewriting of a contract, rent, even, something with a landlord or something like that, documents to sign. Putting everything out on the table as well. Putting everything out on the table will transform a situation, right? Because that's essentially what a tower is a transformation. It's a huge, crumbling of what is in rebuilding. So someone possibly wants to rebuild with you. Whether you do that, totally up to you. We have trash, all right? Discarding and throwing out. Maybe this person discarded you. Maybe you decided to, get rid of what you deem to be trash, okay? One thing that I was thinking about today, and I don't really know what I'm going to do with this information, but, is judging and observing the same thing? How is judging and observing different? So, are you judging this person if you were to say that they were trash, or are you just observing the obvious? And that makes me feel mean. Effed up. That makes me feel mean. So yeah, trash, discarding, throwing something out. We have drastic, extreme, harsh, and cut off. Did you cut somebody off? Okay, about to reveal and confess, on the verge, on the table, on the verge of putting everything out on the table. They're gonna reveal, this offer that they want to make with you or something. But extreme, harsh, cut off. I don't know. Tuned in, internet connected. Maybe somebody's seeing something that you're doing online. I don't know. Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm, and divine intervention, which is a beautiful thing. But yeah, maybe you did cut somebody off. I'm getting blocking with the internet again. Doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be whatever. Do we want to do the what's the tea? Island time. I don't know how long I want to really be in this energy and what we really want to get to the bottom of here. What is my intention? What is my intention? What do you want us to know? It feels like a whole lot of drama. And I get kind of uncomfortable with these readings when it's a whole lot of drama. I like the chakra stuff and I don't know. But when it gets into, it feels like he said, she said shit, or I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, this person is about to come back into your life and you need to get married to them because there's a wedding card here and you need to get married to this person or whatever. I don't know. It just, I worry about how someone is going to use this information, I suppose. But I shouldn't. I'm not responsible for that, right? We have the on the table, right? The offer, proposal, commitment. We have on the verge, about to reveal and confess. And then we have this coffee cup card, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted in friendship, wanting to get around this freaking table and talk about something. Something's got to be talked about. We got something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. We have cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. I'm hearing, is it Nelly and Tim McGraw over and over again? Over and over again. And it's all in my head. Oh, man. And maybe that's what someone is going to say. Like, this is, I've been replaying this over and over in my head. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done this. The way I did you was wrong, or something. And it, again, take it however. You know, friendship, a family, whatever, okay? Somebody who has something they want to say. We have, some being played over and over in their head. Heart with a key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. They want it to be a perfect meeting. When they is there more love to this than I initially saw? Because them just like really wanted to talk to you. Really, okay, we have the mask, not showing true feelings, hide. Personify, pretend, deluding, and gaslighting. Intentionally obtuse. Intentionally obtuse. The moon. Hidden. The moon and the sun here. Only showing what they want to show. Right? I think that there's a whole lot more. There's a whole lot more that they would like to put on the table. So why in the energy of turning the back? Why turning the back? I sound like Starfire. Why turning the back? Karmic relationship. Fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Dang. Talking. Interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, and hoovering. Are you sensing a theme? Are you sensing it? Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call person, boundaries, and still angry. You're still upset by how somebody did it. We have the chaser. Chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment. So maybe this person pushed you away because of that. We have the golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. But then under that, we have I like you. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, and want to date. So then we have the many options, decisions, unconventional, string along, and one night stand. Okay, so is everybody seeing what's going on here? It felt more like a karmic relationship, okay, and felt like something you had to turn your back on. Like it wasn't actually going to, can you take me higher? All right, on your ascension path, is this really right? Is this really going to help aid in my ascension, or is it something that's going to drag me down? That's the energy that's coming through here. So what did we really, okay, the person wants to talk to you. This person, maybe wants to apologize or something. What is their purpose for wanting to talk? What's the purpose for wanting to talk? Acts, seduction. Sexual seduction. We have attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. And then we have X, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. I don't know who's doing this. I don't know if both are doing this or just one is doing the silent treatment. The intentionally obtuse. That intentionally obtuse motherfucker. We have separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. The indecision, the not knowing how to lead here in what way they want to lead. Yeah, but then we have healthy choices. Okay, so making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. We have the Phoenix, again, the new phase, the rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and changed mind. And then we have wedding rings again. So another confirmation, but gosh, I just use this information wisely, please. Okay. Anything else? Okay, like maybe they want to stop the separation. Maybe that is something too that they're wanting to do. Maybe they're gonna do it in the form of seduction. Show me a little bit more on this seduction. I don't know if it's like if it was a one night stand situation, right? You were like, no more of that. Or if it was a what the hell is it called? Like a friends with benefits kind of deal. The other night, my sister and I were watching a show. I can't remember the name of it. I can't even remember what freaking streaming service it was on. But it was like not your one night stands, but your fuck buddy, I guess. Or I feel like there's another word for it. Your sneaky link. That's what it was, a show about sneaky link. Something. And okay, so that energy is coming through. Okay, what the freaking relationship stuff is coming out. Okay, but again, take it how it resonates. You know, maybe it's a boss trying to talk you into something and you're like, no. You know, in whatever area where you felt like you had to put a boundary, okay? But that's coming through, you know, like these people had to make a decision on if they wanted, okay, like no more sneaky link or, you know, keep on going that route. Like, see what's going to happen with the sneaky link or something like that. I don't know. We have love call. Seriously? That's been here the whole damn time. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. This is insane. And then we have the dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light. Adapt, change, and heal. This is crazy. Where are we? 2737. I think I want to end it with an animal oracle. Let's end it there. Just a little bit more with the intentions, Spirit. Otter Spirit, you are never alone. And look, it's a heart. And they're all like cuddled up together. It's a heart. I think I'm going to leave it there with the 10. Being drawn to that 10. And the transformation that is trying to happen, and it's like either with a certain person or not with a certain person, right? But either way, it's not a loss. Either way, it's not. It was a learning. You know, you learn something. I'm hearing you win some, you learn some. Okay, and that's a dang good attitude to have there. You what? You win some, you learn some. Like, I don't think I've ever said that a day in my life. Okay, like true friends, otters nurture each other and express their affection through touch. Actions such as holding hands and giving hugs offer reassurance that we are never really alone and that we are always cherished. Otter Spirit has appeared to remind you to experience and express friendship in a tangible and even tactile way. Communicate with your voice, your facial expressions, your gestures, and your actions, letting your love express itself beyond just the words you speak. Otter Spirit's message is that presence matters, so remember to be fully present with those you care about, helping them sense the love and affection and appreciation you have for them. Now is the time for a joyful celebration of the love in your life that expresses as friendship and companionship. Hug someone, touch their arm, or simply look into their eyes with your full attention, saying, I care. You matter. Make time for friendship. Otter Spirit promises that the moment you reach out, you will remember that you too have many who love and care about you. You are never alone, and you are always loved. Yeah. And then the abundant universe will always provide the 10, and that can feel like such a huge process that you're like looking at everything that you have learned. Essentially, you're looking at everything and like figuring out how to now transform it, and start another cycle, start something new, right? And lightening your load, and how to like, what's the word, like kind of condense this down in a sense, right? Like what to do with all of this now, all that you've been thinking on, okay? All of the reasons why a situation has to transform. Okay, now how to transform it, whether one way or the other. Do you get it? What's behind this? I have to read it. I have to freaking read it. Also, we have 5464. So I have to read this. It's the skunk spirit. It says know your worth, but it's in the protective energy here. So, oh my gosh, I have to read that. Are you holding on to judgment, sure that your perspective is the only correct way to look at things? Am I reading the right thing? No. But that's a great question. Okay. Not everyone will appreciate you. Many people have issues of their own to address, and you may trigger something in them, but if so, no matter. Skunk Spirit calls you to be fully yourself without apology. Now is the time for honesty and admitting that something does not sit right for you. Thank you. You deserve the self-respect that comes when you courageously choose to stand up for yourself and speak your truth in love. Remember who you are and what really matters to you, and act with integrity. You will be so glad you did. Okay, now I will end it. Because that's how you end it. Okay, that's how you end things, in integrity. That was awesome. I love you guys. I hope that this was helpful, and I'll see you next time.